This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. I've been doing a lot of videos about GW lately, Games Workshop. Mainly because it's such a concerning thing to see a company that you love as much as I do and love the history and the lore and I have so many of the, I look at my shelf and most of it's Games Workshop stuff. It always has been. And I've been thinking, how can they come more into the modern age? And one of the things that I considered is, geez, big companies do use Kickstarter. Okay, recently, there are games that have come out, and a lot of people have not been able to get them. And what I really thought about was, couldn't a company like Games Workshop, as big as it is, be able to have a fulfillment and do a Kickstarter? Number one, it's a company that loves to create hype. Well, I thought of some of the pros and cons of this. So the pros are, anybody that orders it is going to get it, because as many people fulfill that, they're going to get a part of it, and they'll actually be able to make money. Another thing is, it's going to create an overwhelming, unbelievable hype. All right. First of all, you're going to have this live Kickstarter, and I guarantee that it is going to influx millions and millions of dollars. Number one, to Kickstarter, which it's going to help. Number two, to the company, because they are going to set a precedent that is never going to be done. It may, if GW was to launch a Kickstarter on Kickstarter, it would probably be the biggest Kickstarter of all time, especially dependent, and that's not even saying if it's something new or something, I'm not saying throwing some model up there. What I'm saying is some of these starter kits that they can do. They don't have to do everything as a Kickstarter, but these big starter sets, these specialty games, if they did it that way, it would be unbelievable. And the people that missed the Kickstarter would be able to get it at their stores, because they would have the money to fund more. Not that they don't have the money, but they would make extra above the demand. It's a win-win. Look what it does for Cool Mini or Not. You take a concept, an idea, and you put it out there for pre-order. It's basically what Kickstarter is, to some degree. We know what the heart of it's supposed to be, is that it's supposed to be a system that really works. But can you imagine GW on Games Workshop on a Kickstarter? The hype? Making your customers happy? Having someone... a few people dedicated to answering questions on Kickstarter? What customer service that would be? Now, some of the negative things, when you really look at it, what are some of the negative things that can happen here? Well, number one, what they're probably worried about, hey, we start doing Kickstarter, we're going to start closing stores. You're closing stores anyways. Over here in the America, you're closing stores all the time. The rent that you're paying, which to get in some of these retail malls and things like that, you have to sell an unbelievable amount of product, and these stores don't last as long. Hell, we had one up in Connecticut when I was living there that didn't last long. We had some in Florida here that didn't last long. Okay, I think we're down to one. Okay, and they they drift away, and here in Florida there's a demand for it. So you're losing stores anyways. Why not go to Kickstarter? Take some of that money Okay, it'll help you in your stores, because when people come in there, they can pre-order on those stores. You can keep these stores alive. When this thing fulfills, where's the first place that you get the stuff to? The stores. Think of all the things that you can do as a business model to help you enrich what is already an enormous company, but to be able to solidify and guarantee and do the most important thing out there, customer satisfaction. You can build hype. You can satisfy the customer. You know, and I guarantee you, if you put something up on Kickstarter and you say, hey, May 2022, I guarantee you people are going to go, yeah, you know something, I know they're going to come out with it in May 2022. Being able to it's going to help your stockholders. It's gonna help everything, because you are going to be able to pre-order some of these bigger things. I'm not saying every blister, new paint, or this, that, the other. I'm saying the big things, the big demand, and get a temperature for what the game is before it even comes out. You can improve upon things. You can show things off. Think of all the things that Games Workshop could do utilizing a tool like Kickstarter. It would prevent a lot of the things that were happening when somebody has to pick up their kids from soccer, or they get caught up with their day job and they show up 20 minutes late to a pre-order and it's gone. It's all gone. How is that customer satisfaction? How is that? Now it's the mad hunt to try to find it. Then you have the scalper. It prevents scalpers from taking these things and throwing them on eBay for 3 times the amount of money and getting it. Does that build speculation that people want to go buy the stock? No. By doing the Kickstarter and doing good customer service, it would help. It would help your stores. It would help your customers. You'd find more people going into the stores to get some of the other products that are associated. Hey, stretch goals. Think of what you can do. You want to make money? Hey, no problem. Put in a Kickstarter stretch goal that nobody can get except for there. And then maybe 2 years later, release it into your stores to the general public and let them get a hold of it. A lot of things you can do, a lot of ways you can right the ship. It'd be interesting if they ever considered doing Kickstarter. I would love to see what you guys think about this. Maybe this is a half harebrained idea I have. Maybe it's something that's pretty stupid. But I was just sitting there thinking, I go, what if? Can't hurt, right? Can't hurt. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to see what you guys think out of my wild brain idea. And then, of course, as always, until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.